The niece they turned into a housemaid. Part 7. The truth they stole from her. What will you do if you discovered that the people you trusted most had been hiding your future from you? What if everything you suffered, every tear, every humiliation, every lonely night could have been avoided? And what if the people responsible were sitting right inside your own family? My dear listener, the night Amara received her father's letter was the night the truth finally began to fight its way out of the darkness. And once the truth starts speaking, no lie can silence it forever. The room was frozen. The rain hammered against the windows. Thunder echoed through the night. Amara stood in the center of the room, clutching the letter tightly against her chest. Uncle Okoye lowered his head in shame and standing at the doorway. Aunty Chioma looked like a woman whose world was collapsing. For several seconds, nobody spoke. Nobody moved. The silence itself felt dangerous. Then Amara broke it. Auntie, what exactly are you hiding from me? Her voice was calm, but behind it was years of pain, years of unanswered questions, years of suffering. Aunty Chioma's lips trembled. She wanted to speak, but fear held her hostage. Meanwhile, Uncle Okoye could no longer hide. The guilt that had followed him for years had finally caught up with him. Slowly, he stood up, and for the first time, he looked directly into Amara's eyes. Your father trusted me. The words hit the room like thunder. He asked me to protect everything he left behind until you were old enough. Amara's heart began to race. Everything? What exactly had her father left behind? And why had nobody told her? Then Uncle Okoye continued. The land mentioned in the letter, it wasn't ordinary land. The room became silent again. The area was undeveloped when your father bought it. But over the years, that land became one of the most valuable properties in Lagos. Amara felt her knees weaken. Valuable? How valuable? The answer shocked her. It is worth hundreds of millions of naira today. The words echoed through her mind. Hundreds of millions? For a moment, she couldn't breathe. Not because of the money, but because of what it meant. All those years, all that suffering, all that hardship, and nobody had told her. Then she slowly turned toward Aunty Chioma. Tears formed in her eyes, not tears of weakness, tears of betrayal. You knew? Aunty Chioma remained silent. You knew all along? Still no answer. Then suddenly, Aunty Chioma broke down. The strong woman who always seemed fearless collapsed into a chair. And for the first time, Amara saw something she had never seen before. Regret, real regret. My husband wanted to tell you years ago. The confession stunned everyone, but I stopped him. The room froze. Even the rain outside seemed to fade away. Amara stared at her, unable to believe what she was hearing. Why? The question came out almost as a whisper. Aunty Chioma lowered her head, and the answer that followed changed everything. Because I was afraid. Afraid? Afraid of what? I was afraid that if you became rich, you would leave us. I was afraid my children will have less. I was afraid you would become more successful than all of us. The room felt silent. My dear listener, jealousy is a dangerous thing. It can turn love into selfishness. It can turn family into strangers. And sometimes it can make people do things they never imagined. At this point, if you are enjoying this story and want to see what happens next, take a moment to subscribe to the channel, like this video, and turn on notifications so you never miss the next episode. Because trust me, the biggest revelations are still ahead. Amara stood there speechless. Her mind replayed every painful memory, the long hours of work, the insults, the loneliness, the dreams she had almost gave up on, and now she finally understood why. It wasn't fate, it wasn't bad luck. Someone had chosen that life for her. Someone had stolen years from her future. And that realization hurt more than anything. But just when Amara thought the truth was finally complete, Uncle Okoye spoke again. No, his voice was low. There is something else. Everyone looked at him. Something else? What else could there possibly be? Slowly, he walked toward a cabinet in the room, opened a hidden drawer, and removed another envelope. This one was thicker, older, more important. When Aunty Chioma saw it, the color disappeared from her face. "No," she whispered. "Not that one." Uncle Okoye looked at her, then looked at Amara, and said the words that changed everything. "Your father left more than land." The room stopped breathing. Amara stared at him, confused, terrified, hopeful. What else did he leave? Uncle Okoye swallowed hard, then replied, "A name, a company, and a secret business partnership that still exists today." The room exploded with shock. A company, a business, a partnership? What exactly had her father been involved in? And why had it remained hidden for so many years? Amara's hands trembled because she suddenly realized something. Everything she believed about her life might have been a lie. And if that was true, then the people responsible had hidden far more than an inheritance. They had hidden her entire future. As thunder shook the house once more, Amara looked at the second envelope, then at Uncle Okoye, then at Aunty Chioma, and for the first time, she understood. The story was no longer about surviving as a housemaid. The story had become a battle for the truth, and the truth was only beginning to reveal itself. Moral lesson: never allow jealousy to control your decisions. What belongs to another person can never become yours by hiding it from them. And no matter how long the truth remains buried, one day it will always find its way into the light. But what exactly was inside the second envelope? What company did Amara's father secretly open? And why did Aunty Chioma look more frightened of that envelope than the land itself? The answers will uncover a secret so powerful that it could destroy everything the family had built. To be continued.